Welcome back. Yes, we read about this article of, well, in the middle of the article talking about a big bombardment from India against US restaurants, threatening to, not even threatening, actually leaving bad comments and then promising to take them down if they paid up. Basically, this article is about people who do this, who try either as a single person who just wants to get a free meal, or as an organization like the one in India who wanted to get money from it. This was extortion. This has actually happened a lot in the past. This is nothing new. There are plenty of people who go around and enjoy an entire meal and then claim that there was a hair at the end, which happens to be a very similar length and color to their own, and then demanding a free meal from it. However, these days with the internet, things are getting a little bit easier. They're able to game the system even better and threaten to leave those bad reviews unless they get their own way. In Korea, owners are quite terrified of this because it can happen quite easily. And in Korea, where the rating system is everything when picking a restaurant, they know that if they're anywhere below a 4.9 even, on the sort of website that you're visiting, there's less chance of people coming to that restaurant. And when you are a smaller place with, let's say, 20 reviews under your belt, one bad one can mean the whole world or break down the whole world for you. So yeah, somehow, although we don't know, these sort of abusive people who are using these reviews to threaten others, the star terror, let's say, needs to be addressed, but we just don't know how exactly.
Have you ever left a negative review on a delivery app, though?
Not on a delivery app, never, not once. I've only left one negative review in my life, and that was against a property management company that tried to steal a bunch of money from us, not only abusing the position that they had, but also refusing to do the basic things stated in the contract. And then when we did finally move out, they tried to, well, obviously they took our deposit, which is par for the course in America, but anyways, and then they demanded even more money to be paid because of damages done to the house, which were non-existent. Yeah, so I left an extremely negative review because of the situation that they were in, and apparently this is not the first time they've done that, because my review received several comments and likes talking about people in the same situation with that company.
Well, this is where excuse me, reviewing is really important, because I think if companies are genuinely treating people terribly, others need to know about it and share that this is a common thing, like in your case, and so other people can avoid that negative impact.
Genuinely, I like to read the comments that are 2 to 4 stars, because I want to see those people who are in between and what they might have to say, because 1 star is always going to be only an angry person, but not only, but often, and a 5-star is going to be either fake or just people who like the food a lot. So yeah, I like the 2 to 4.
That's a good tip. Good tip for review reading.
I mean, do you think a lot of people in the UK complain after a meal to get a discount or anything? Or have you ever seen someone do this?
Can't say I've ever seen it in England, but I haven't lived in England for 12 years, so I don't really know. I certainly think my friends and family wouldn't do this, but that doesn't mean to say that people don't do it in the UK. I'm sure there are plenty of idiots who try this kind of scam.
Yeah. Well, I've also heard that unlike, at least in the US, getting your food comped in the UK is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
So you could complain and they'll be like, sorry, mate. Better luck next time.
Yep.
At least I've heard. Again, never been there myself.
Yes, yeah. I guess maybe that's another reason I've never even tried, because even if maybe I am a little bit unhappy, I think my chances of success are so small, I might as well not bother. Yeah, it's too difficult. Even if on principle, I am upset.
Coming back to my Starbucks experience again.
Oh, yes.
Plenty of people did that as well. We would get people who drank their entire drink, came back and said it was the wrong one.
And they drank it all?
At the store, they drank it all.
Okay. And you're allowed to say no to that?
No, well, you're technically allowed to, but it's typically your managers say it's better to lose a little bit of money than make people angry, so just give it to them.
Oh, I see.
So you just say, oh, sorry about that, we'll make you a new one. If they're repeat offenders, you can talk to the manager and then they can deal with it themselves. But yeah, it's generally okay to just give it to them. But the principle, it got me every time. I'm like,
Then why did you drink it all?
and so because of that, I was constantly holding on to internal injustice.
The rage.
Yeah. Let's hold on to the vocabulary, actually. Study it, learn it, and use it in our everyday life. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Extortion.
Extortion.
Bombard.
Bombard.
Short of.
Short of.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Flag.
Flag.